This is the Riviera 585 SUV, and since Riviera launched their SUV range, and this boat in particular about a year ago, they have been enormously successful. Orders flying in from all around the world, because what you get with this boat is really 2 or 3 boats in one. You get a beautiful sports yacht, you get a boat that's really set up well for water sports. It's really the all-rounder of the Riviera range, and we've been given unlimited access to this boat this morning before the boat show. So let's step on board and take a look. So when we step on board, the first thing that we'll notice is the high-low swim platform, but it's not an ordinary high-low swim platform. What you'll notice is that in front of us we have these things which often people call these deck staples, but what this enables you to do is to transform this platform into a very usable space. You could use this for, fishing off the back of this. If you want to go diving, snorkeling, you can feel a bit more tied into the boat, and it just makes this a more usable, flexible space. And you can see those deck staples here, how they stack up behind the transom of the boat. So this is one of the first clues, if you like, as to just how flexible these SUVs are. And then unlike their sports yacht range, we actually step through a transom onto this area, which you don't usually get with their sports yacht range. So this again is a really open plan, flexible space. If you were wanting to order one of these from Riviera and do more, use this for more fishing if you like, then you could have this set up with a live bait well. This has been set up just with some storage for things like covers and lines, etc. Some owners have these set up with more like chilling chests underneath here. These are really large storage lockers underneath the deck here. But what they did when they designed this was just to make a space that really it's up to the owner how they want to use that. On the back here we've got, as you can see, refrigeration. We've got, this is all set up for, this is all set up for lots of refrigeration, chilling things down. On this side, I think I'm right in saying we've got a big grill and a wet bar sink area. So if you like, this is a little bit like, if you wanted to equate this to a domestic setting, this is a little bit like the backyard, where you can be entertaining, you can be keeping an eye on people, having fun in the water off the back here. A really flexible space. So this is like your outdoor entertaining space, and then you step up into a more traditional aft cockpit, which we have here, fully undercover with really nice corner seating for 6 to 8 people. Another section over here for somebody else to join in. And what's really clever about this design, I won't actually do it because it requires 2 hands, but this section here underneath can actually pull out and create an extended day bed. So that can convert from seating into a large extended day bed, which I think is very, very clever. But you can see that the view you've got from up here, you can see what's going on below you. You can be talking to people who might be grilling, barbecuing, people doing all sorts of things down here. It does really provide you with almost like 3 separate spaces, 3 layers, 3 usable zones. And Riviera listen to their customers. They take customer feedback very seriously. And their SUV range was really a collaboration between their customers. And this is the result, and they've been hugely, hugely popular. The aft cockpit connects through to the main deck salon through this big opening rear window, which is held open by these big struts. And this then is like a bar area. And in this bar area, it connects perfectly to people in front of you, so you can be passing down, serving drinks to people. You can see we've got the C-Zone controller there, but these are extra refrigeration drawers. So it really is a boat that's been designed for owners who want a flexibility of how they use their boat, who want to entertain, who want to do, water activities. It's a real owner's boat. And so that area there connects beautifully to the aft cockpit, but it's not the only area here. In front of me, we've got the aft galley, which is this C-shaped galley with a 4-burner hob, a full oven, and have a look at this, a full-sized domestic fridge freezer with 2 drawers underneath there. So you might recall that we've got the full fridge freezer there. We've got another refrigeration unit down on the aft swim deck area, that open plan area, and then 2 other cooling fridge drawers in front of us. So it doesn't lack for cooling and refrigeration. So you really can take this 58-foot SUV away for quite a long time. Obviously, lots and lots of storage at head height. In the kitchen, I love the way that all of those glasses have their own place, so they're not going to be moving around while you're underway. There's our sink underneath there. Pop that back in there, and there's another unit there. I won't open that up because it's been staged for the show, but it also gives you this like a serving area here. So people that are lounging here can be served quite comfortably and easily across that bench, which I think's a really nice design. If I spin around, you might have noticed it when I looked at that bar area, but the television is situated in front of us. So more often televisions will mechanically actuate up, but in the SUV range that sits there in that fixed position, and it's a very, very comfortable viewing height, which I find quite appealing, to be honest. So we have that there. As you'd expect, lots and lots of natural light that pours into the main salon. We've got a door off to the starboard side. We'll get out there in a second and have a look at the forward deck areas. But there's another socialising space just to the starboard side, which looks like this. So if you don't want to sit down there and lounge around, watch TV, maybe you want to bring your cup of coffee or a drink up here and just take it all in, or if you're underway, talk to whoever's skippering the boat, you can do that in this really nice space here. That's lovely, isn't it? And of course you're going to get lots of natural light through these huge windscreen, so that would be probably my pick of where I'd want to sit and tuck myself away. Sensational. But in terms of the helm, it's off to the port side, which of course frees up for the passageway that runs down the centre of the boat and that socialising space off to the right. But it is quite the helm. We've got the 3 large multifunction displays taking centre stage. This would be the main helm chair, of course, with the steering wheel there, and then you've got like this. It's almost like an automotive type setup through this, like a centre console, where you've got controls at your fingertips, engine controls. You've got the bow and stern thrusters ahead of you. You've also got the joystick control if you don't want to control the boat with the wheel. So that's actually a really comfortable way to control the boat, and you can obviously stand up and do that, or probably what I would do would be to take advantage of those beautiful things. Have a look at those. Beautiful leather trim. That's like an ultra suede diamond stitch finish there. It's really, really high quality finish on those helm chairs. Sensational. Just beautiful. Just above us, you might have noticed there is an opening section, so that can pull back. It's an SUV, we don't have a fly bridge, so we can open that right back again to pour more lateral light in here, more free-flowing air, and that would be sensational. We're going to swing back out and have a look at the forward deck before we go down and have a look at the accommodation. But you might have noticed that we've got also a little wine chiller there, or a wine. I don't think you call them fridges, do you? If you have white wine. Anyway, someone will leave a comment about the correct term for that, but there it is. Sensational. So let's go. So in terms of accommodation, again, we'll move through this central passageway down below the main deck, and you'll see it's a 3 cabin layout. So the first of those is the forward VIP stateroom, like this, finished off in this satin, I think this is the walnut finish, someone will tell me if it's not. Full length hanging lockers like this. I think Riviera has achieved a really nice neutral palette with this fit out. This will age really, really well. It's not pointed too far in one direction. Lots of natural light, as you'd expect. Another big hanging locker. And it's serviced by this dedicated ensuite with the toilet here, basin here, lots of storage behind these mirrors. Don't need to show you all of those. There's someone in the mirror. And then if we spin around, we've got wall mounted shower wand, full length shower stall. I'll back out so you can see this. We've got the AV there, the controls for that are just to the side here, and also storage like that under the bed for all your extra linen and other things you might bring on board with you. The third VIP cabin is this one. So it's set up as 2 singles, and you'll see with that track on the floor just ahead of me that this can obviously be motorised across to form a full double. So that's really nice versatility to have that option. Big port side opening window with an opening section there. AV equipment in front of you. Fusion speakers. It's fantastic. And just ahead, a full length, really large hanging locker, which sometimes on these twin single cabins, that might be a 3/4 length locker. So that's terrific. Okay, the last cabin then, oh, and that's serviced, by the way, by the day head, which is here, just across the passageway. The toilet, sink and basin, and that looks to be the identical shower to the one that we had in the VIP stateroom. Very handy. So that serves as the day head as well as servicing the 2 singles. The owner's cabin is down here. It's 2 steps down, and we have a couple of things that I think are really, really nice. The first is this area in front of me. Actually, I'll step into the bathroom so you can see this properly. It's like your own little coffee station. Now, you could use it for anything, of course, but there's a drawer there. I'd be putting my coffee pods and little espresso cups in there. It's powered, so you could have your Nespresso machine, what have you. There's a fridge there for the milk. But isn't that a delightful area? I'm sure owners had some sort of say in bringing that into the design for these SUVs. I could see myself getting out of bed in this huge, that must be a king-size bed, center island king-size bed, coming out here, making my morning coffee. What could be better? And we do get the full benefit of the full beam of the boat, an enormous amount of room, really nice headroom in here. It's probably about 6'6". Lots and lots of drawers, storing all of your things. They're all the same, but They all look like this. And then on the opposing side, we have some more storage, but we have this, and I think this is a really, really nice option for owners, which is becoming more and more popular, where instead of just fitting that with all storage or a long lounge, you have this really versatile space, which could be a place to do a little bit of work if you wanted to do that, a place to enjoy your coffee. You might even bring your breakfast down and share it with your partner down here, just for two. I really like that. I think it's really, really cool. It's got a really special kind of feel to it. These sections open, so you could store your laptop underneath there if you wanted to use it for that. His and hers, or his and his these days, or hers and hers. But it's like that. I think that's a really, really nice space for owners. But it doesn't end there, because if we swing around behind that bulkhead, there's a couple of surprises. The first is a really large walk-in style robe with LED lit hangers here and here. That would be storage for shoes or bags or anything you might want. And then we have this room. Now this can be configured in a number of different ways. And at the moment you can tell that it's set up as a utility room. You could set this up as a small crew cabin. I think this serves a really useful purpose as a utility room, where you could have, you've got storage for all different bits and pieces, lots of bench space above here as well. You could keep some tools and things under there if you wanted, but you've got a big opening cupboard in here. It's just a very clever, I think, well thought out space for a boat of this size. To be able to come down, do all your laundry, keep all those things out of the way. I think that's very, very clever. Okay, and then what is ahead of us then is the engine room. So if we come in here, here's what we can see. That through there is the bottom of the tender garage. We've got another access ladder here, so if you need to come down or get out, that's onto that sort of aft deck area. But the first thing to say is it's extremely roomy. This is a very, very roomy engine room, good amounts of headroom. It's extremely well lit, and these monster Volvo Penta IPS 1350s ahead of me that each punch out over 900 horsepower each, and that's going to give this boat a top speed of over 40 knots. So this thing has got serious legs if you want to get up and about and get somewhere quickly or cover some distance quickly. Then you can definitely do that. What else can we see? I can see that we've got the two generators here, the Dometic air conditioning. You can see there that the shafts that take obviously the power out from the engine down onto those IPS pods that drop down there. You can see we've got the first one there, and we've got the second of those over there. There's also another little hatch just there, so if you need to find another area down, you can also do that, which is really clever. What have we got? We've got oil filtration. What else can we see? We've got automatic fire extinguishers, all the air conditioning. This really is an extremely well laid out, very, very, very organised engine room. Switching above us there, sensational. I'll put the all the details around fuel, freshwater, range, etc. on screen for folks to take a look at. But let's head back out and we'll wrap this one up. So that's the Riviera 585 SUV. Really grateful that Riviera opened the boat up for us before the public jumped on board today. I hope you enjoyed that walkthrough. It's a really magnificent boat. I can see why these have been just so successful. If you like the video, give it a like and a comment. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, do so. We're posting videos every week just like this. But otherwise, I'll see you next week on another one. Bye for now.